Man, it seems like Freddie Roach really wants Pacquiao to face Mayweather next. Personally, um, it's hard to say if this fight is actually realistic at this point. Bob Arum has had Mayweather in his mouth. Now Freddie Roach has Mayweather's name in his mouth. So all that's left is for Pacquiao to really speak out and say he wants this fight next. That's really what it comes down to. They say his date is in April. We know Mayweather fights in May, so there's already a little bit of a conflict there. However, one thing we do know is, with Mayweather fights at this point in time, it usually takes a 2 to 3 month promotional period, or even up to 4 months, mainly because they need to sell us on an opponent. They had to sell us on Canelo Alvarez, who had a big fan base. They had to sell us on Robert Guerrero, who was virtually unknown to the casual fan. They keep on having to sell us the opponent when, if Mayweather takes a guy like Manny Pacquiao, you don't have to sell Manny Pacquiao. He's Manny Pacquiao, right? So that's the positive with this fight, is they could do it 6 months in advance, and you could put all the promotional work into it as much as you can, but in actuality, it doesn't matter when you book this fight. The people will come to see it because it has two huge attractive names, and you don't even have to have a fucking undercard. People would pay hundreds to see this fight, if not thousands. And I'm talking about pay-per-view or live ringside. But this is what Freddie Roach had to say. I would like the rematch with Marquez, but Mayweather he has a big contract with 4 fights left on it, and can't fulfill with that contract without fighting Manny Pacquiao. They're talking about Amir Khan, but he has no pay-per-view audience. To make the money, to pay the contract, they need Pacquiao. That's why they had to go with Canelo so quick, because the first fight with Robert Guerrero lost so much money. I really hope that Bob Arum makes that fight happen for us. Obviously, Golden Boy and Top Rank would have to do business with each other. It won't be the last time Todd the Buff has a bit of a relationship with the other company. We need this fight for the sport of boxing, and we need it now. It's interesting how Roach says we need it now, as if to suggest that time is seriously running out on this fight, and we're getting into the final marketable stages before one of these guys takes a loss. Because what essentially has happened is they've ran out of opponents. They've exhausted their opponent pool. It seems that if Manny Pacquiao isn't fighting Bradley next, this is really the next. Well, actually, Manny Pacquiao has a lot of options. He has Juan Marquez if they want to do that rematch. They got Bradley if they want to do that rematch, and they could also be Ruslan. But the thing is, they're under the same trainer, so that probably wouldn't happen. Mayweather's the one that's actually running out of opponents. He's running out of people to fight. The most logical option for him is to fight another champion, and they've ran out of champions for him to fight. Amir Khan bitched out against Devin Alexander, and would have been a marquee fight to where we could say, okay, let's have the winner get Mayweather. But now we don't have that fight. We have Devin Alexander versus another up-and-comer, Sean Porter, and it's hard to say that the winner of that fight deserves a Mayweather fight. So this is a tough situation the promoters are in. They got to sell us on opponents when the biggest fight in boxing history is right under their nose. Will it happen? It's very unlikely. It's very, very unlikely. I think Roach knows that, and he knows, the clock is running, and, I guess credit to him because he's talking about this fight. He's talking about bringing Golden Boy Promotions and Top Rank together to work together. And you know what? As long as we can reach that conclusion, that, you know what, these two promoters have to start working with each other. That I don't give a fuck what fight it is. I don't give a damn, but I think that's the proper conclusion we have to reach. We can't just have these fucking promoters staging their own in-house deals and not cross-promoting. You gotta cross-promote. You just can't feed off of Lou Diabella and fucking main events, fucking Sourland promotion. It's ridiculous. Just fucking work with each other and make the best fights happen. That's what it comes down to, and that's one of the reasons this fight has not happened yet. Let me know what you guys think. It is what it is. Peace out. Take care.